Hi, my name is John Colgrove. I am the CTO and co-founder here at Pure Storage. Prior to Pure Storage, I worked at Veritas. A friend and I were basically the first couple of engineers hired into Veritas. We built the volume manager and file system and storage foundation products at Veritas for many years. One of the things in starting Pure Storage that we tried to do was take some of the elements I liked about Veritas and recreate them. Building a company is really exciting. Solving a hard problem is really exciting. And we're trying to solve a very hard problem here. But we're also trying to build a great company. And one of the things I think that makes a company great is, frankly, having employees that feel empowered, that feel it's great, that love it. I like to hire people who love their job, who they get up in the morning and they say, man, I can't wait to get to work. They go home on Friday and they can't wait till Monday till they can come back to work because it's a great environment and a great place. And I think Mark Leslie, who's on our board of directors here at Pure, he was our original outside director and an investor in the company. I think he created a phenomenal environment at Veritas. Everybody I know that worked there loved it. And one of the things they loved was the sharing of information, the empowerment. Mark created a culture where every bit of information was shared unless there was an absolute reason it couldn't be. Even after we had become a public company, for many quarters after, and for years, the entire company was treated as insiders, and we'd discuss financial results and things before it was announced. And that treating everybody like insiders, that lack of hiding information, it breaks down political barriers and divisions within the company. If I know the same information that everybody else knows, I understand their decisions better. I'm more likely to agree with it. I understand what the company is doing better. I can do a better job of it. So there's aspects of that culture that we're trying to bring forward to Pure. Now, one thing also that I should mention, we're not trying to build Veritas again. You can't do that. And I saw many friends, it was such a great place to work, I saw many friends, they'd start out to do a new company and they'd say, we're going to do Veritas again. And that's not what we're doing here. We have different people, we're doing a different product, we're doing a different culture that's more our culture. But it has those elements of trying to be open, of trying to empower people, of trying to treat everybody, the same, unless there is a reason you absolutely have to. We have an open office plan. I felt at first I'd always had my own office or shared an office with somebody. I didn't like working in cubes. I was concerned, for example, that in the open office plan where we just have rows of desks, or pods of desks, I should say, since we try to keep them out of rows as much as possible, that I'd be distracted. Instead, I found it really energizing and empowering. People come to my desk and we have conversations and everybody around can hear. And the nice thing about it is they learn things. I'm sitting at my desk working and I listen to some conversation that somebody else is having about the product. It doesn't distract me because we're all working towards the same goal. So it's topically relevant, which makes it less distracting. But often I'll turn around and start participating in the conversation because I have something to add or I want to learn something about it. That extends. Our CEO has a desk just like anybody else. Our finance director of finance has a desk just like anyone else. Yes, sometimes they sort of end up going away from their desk with their laptop to do some confidential thing that has to be done, but by not treating people differently based on their position, by trying to hide as little information as possible, it creates a culture that really we're all in it together as a team and all trying hard to do the same thing, which is in fact what we're doing. We're solving a very hard problem. That's something that I found exciting about this. What we did at Veritas was hard software. It was a hard problem. I like hard problems. I like problems that never end. I don't want to be able to wake up one day and say, we're done. We've built the best possible disk array we could build, or solid state flash array, I should say, because it doesn't have any disk in it and ideally never will. I want something there where, and this is true, I can think of things already that will keep us busy for the next decade improving the product, and that's something that I love. I love working with really great people. Something that we've done in our hiring, we have not tried to hire people steeped in the ancient mysteries of storage. We're looking for the smartest people we can find, and we're trying to meld a team of really brilliant people, many of whom have a little bit of storage experience, but most of them, and the people I really drool over hiring, are the ones who are just smart, brilliant people from different fields. They bring different experience and different backgrounds. John Hayes, my co-founder, I was introduced to him through Mike Spicer, who was our first venture capitalist at Sutter Hill Ventures. John's brilliant, and I love working with him, and we form a great team. That was something that I also had at Veritas. I had a friend, John Carmichael. He and I came in together. We formed a phenomenal team, and it's that teamwork that really enabled us to build a great company and a great set of products. I know that if I design something by myself, there'll be some great ideas in it, and there'll be some horrible ideas in it. When I have someone who's really brilliant who I can work with, I know that together we can correct each other's weaknesses and build something that's far greater than we could build together. That extends beyond us to the rest of the team. I love the fact that John didn't have any storage background. I mean, he's learned a lot about it in the 2 years we've been doing this. But his background was more sort of super scalable web software. That scale is something that we've put to use. The fact that when I suggest that we should do something, he'll suggest a data structure that is nothing like any storage person would ever have suggested. I mean, the strength of that combination has been really fantastic for us. And so some of the design decisions we've made, I think, have been, have really worked out well because we have not just tackled it from a storage and storage history perspective, but from this hybrid approach. So the people we're looking to hire really smart people who can fit in well with our team, and ideally who have some really unique, divergent backgrounds. And as we built the team out like that, it's worked very well for us. So, I think we're having a lot of fun building something that's really hard to build, tackling a really hard problem, trying to build a great company. We're trying to extend that, by the way, to all aspects, because a great company isn't great engineering or great sales, it's great everything. And I want a company where the salespeople work well with engineering, the SEs work well with engineering, marketing works well with engineering, where all of these functions work really well together. And again, that's something where we're all in it together and we're all part of one team, not part of a different group of teams.